Hey everybody, Forever Up to Radio 2 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. So the GOAT has returned. And you may ask, well, GOAT, what do you mean by the GOAT? Well, let me give you a little screenshot of the GOAT right there. You should know what that is, especially if you emulate it as long as I have. That, my friends, is the ZSNES's GUI, or GUI, as some of you would call it. And it had many things that you could do with it. You could play online. There was net play. I mean, you could even see it in the menu right there in that screenshot I got. And there's plenty of filters and options. You had your bases covered for your SNES experience on your PC. However, there's still two overglaring flaws of the ZSNES that were hard to ignore to this day, which is why I had to jump ship from that to SNES 9X. That is the sound core and the bloody lag on the controller. It fucking sucked shit from a straw. It was terrible. The sound was bad. The emulation was bad. And the lag in the control was absolutely unacceptable for the standards that were made. But basically, the creator, Zsnight, he was working on either a successor at the time or a new version that was going to basically fix everything and make it perfect, or as perfect as he could do. And unfortunately, I remember reading a forum post that he was attending to at the time. I don't remember from the top of my head. Forgive my ignorance. Forgive my fading memory. You know, I'm 44 years old, so, you know, excuse that, or try to anyway. And, that basically explained that he was pretty much done because it was just too much work. I mean, there could have been personal matters. I mean, some people don't like to express their personal matters online and everything. It could have been something personal. It could have been a lot of things, you know, or burnout. I mean, coders do experience burnout, and YouTubers also experience burnout, and people that do anything with all the fucking yammer from both sides of people, it gets tiring. It's exhausting, and sometimes you need a break. Well, recently he had a podcast on Twitch with Zolfer's Domain. That's another GOAT, in my opinion. I go there to listen to video game music and things like that on my browser, and you should do the same. I will put a link in the description where you can find that, so you don't have to sit there and pitter-patter through the website so you can find that information. Anyway, so Zolfer basically did a Twitch stream with him, basically of him with him, Zsnight. I didn't get a chance to attend. I wanted to because, you know, Zolfer's Domain is important to me as well as Zsnight. Because he made ZSNES, and, you know, even though it pissed me off because of the flaws it had, it was still an impressive piece of software. I mean, it was thanks to this here emulator that I got to experience games I've always wanted to, and I never had the chance to because of, first of all, I couldn't play imports. I mean, I could have if I modified my SNES, but I didn't want to do that, and the games were too expensive in Japan. At the time, import costs, it fucked all that. I didn't want to deal with all that. So basically, you know, cool people with Super Magic Card and a few other things. That's why your ROMs were called MSC, by the way. Stand for Super Magic Card. It was a thing that allowed you to rip the ROM from the cartridge and have it back up in a floppy disk. There, you got your tech, something from the tech world that, you know, you probably didn't know. But yeah, ZSNES, so it's just, I got to play so many games I never even heard of or knew existed, like Mega Man and Bass. I didn't even know that was a fucking game until I fucking had this thing. I mean, I went to there's this old ROM site, it's gone now. I don't even remember the name of it in the URL. I just typed it in Google and found it. It was called The Cult of Kefka, and they had a bunch of like games that were either translated or partially translated, and it was thanks to this motherfucker I got to actually try those games out, and I got to play Mega Man and Bass, which was fucking amazing for me, because I was like, holy shit, this looks just as good as Mega Man 8. And, well, yes and no. I mean, today. I mean, if you look at the Saturn version of Mega Man 8, on the other hand, it's like, holy shit. I mean, that game was beautiful, because the Saturn did 2D, chef's kiss, in a way that was just orgasmic. But the SNES, for what it could do, was close. And it was kind of like a last hurrah for people that, I mean, from what I understand, it was the last hurrah for the SNES, at least people in Japan, because by 1998, because that's when the game was released over there, people here jumped ship and they went to their fucking shit stations and the Saturn and, of course, the N64 and all that. So, I mean, the SNES specifically lasted until about the year 2000, but it pretty much died here in 97. With games like Arkanoid and Frogger being like the final games for the system. I mean, Arkanoid was great because it was basically a sequel, and Frogger was just Frogger. I mean, you love it or hate it. But yeah, ZSNES was very much responsible for a lot of the games I was able to play from other countries that I never got to experience. So I have a lot to thank ZSNES for. Um, and many people still, to this day, consider it the GOAT. However, during that Twitch stream with Zsnight and Zopher, Zsnight basically stated that he released a new version of ZSNES, and they gave it a proper name, I think, called Super ZSNES. And I only tried it for a little bit, and I'm going to try it for a little bit for this video, so you guys can see a little bit of what he's working on. Now, before I do that, I must tell you, it's very limited right now. It gives you a taste of what's to come. So I won't be able to showcase too many SNES games, just a couple. So we can look at it and I can tell you if the input has improved, if it's better, and see if I can figure out any functionalities with the controller, things like that. There's obviously some things I've read that it can do that entices me a little bit. It sounds like it can be the perfect SNES emulator. And what will be even cooler is if they make a core for it on RetroArch, so that way I can throw it on there and use that. Or, if they don't, at least add retro achievements, because, I'm addicted to that now. I can't get them all because a lot of them are just super hard to get. I mean, that's not important, but just personal preferences right there. But yeah, ZSNES was a great emulator. Like I said, it just lagged and the sound was, oh my god, like Demon's Crest. It's like, it's not like Dreamcast Smash Pack Volume 1 bad, but you could just tell there were like some samples that were off. They were either too high or they were bouncy. Just like, no. See, I'm an SNES fanboy, man. I can't deny that. I can't. SNES to me is the GOAT in terms of 16-bit, and it's right next to along the Genesis and the TurboGrafx 16. But if I had to choose one, it would probably have to be the Super NES because, that was like my best friend in the 90s growing up. So, Super ZSNES. So, we need to go ahead and take a look at it. So, let's go ahead and do that, and because there is one game in particular that you have to see that I was able to try for just a little bit, and it was amazing. Also, I want to go ahead and point out before I do that, the Super ZSNES uses your GPU. It's proprietary, takes instructions from your GPU, so it no longer uses your system resources like the original did. Because back then you could just have a Pentium 2 and run ZSNES just fine at a playable speed. But here it's more GPU based than CPU based. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this thing and see where it will go from here on out. So sit back, relax, and here we go. Look at that. Look at that. That... How can you not look at that and feel nostalgic? I also like how smooth it is. Because, I love things that are smooth, and so do you. So, we always complain about how things run at 30 frames a second and shit like that, right? Here you have something that's just running amazingly. Now, I have to explain what's going on in the lower right-hand corner. You know how the game would save states on Wii Virtual Channel? Like, when you would quit a game, it would save the state, meaning you can go right back into it when you come back later. That's pretty much what ZSNES does. Or, I'm sorry, Super ZSNES. So I think that's a cool feature. I believe it could be turned off. I could be wrong. Show history, which I think is what you would have to do. So you can just turn that off. You can disable the snow. I kind of wish I had the water effect when you moved your mouse around. Some of you may remember that. Some of you may not. I have it at 720p, because I don't want the resolution to look too off. Because I know how some of you guys get a little crunchy. If I don't have the proper res, sure, I could lower it down tremendously, but why? Just why? Right. So, anyways, F-Zero is the game I intend to load. You can use L and R to go, down, just like you would in RetroArch. Oh, I should show you guys one other thing, too, before I get carried away. See, you can fast forward and rewind with the right analog stick, which I really appreciate, because on default it's L2 and R2. And when you do that, of course, when you're playing in the heat of the game, and sometimes your fingers press those buttons and you end up rewinding or fast forwarding, you're like, motherfucker, you know, because a lot of that time it does fucking happen. It's annoying as shit, you know. So, and see, also it auto loads last game state. So basically, you can auto load it if you know if you want to. Like, say, you know, I never really used that option, but what I'm thinking is when you load the game, it'll just load where you last left off at, which is a pretty cool feature, I have to say. For those who are purists and don't like that shit, you can just leave it off, no problem. Now, this part I don't understand. 8:7 aspect instead of 4:3. What the fuck? Why? Why? SNES is 4:3. Leave it at 4:3. Okay. I mean, I'm not that much of a purist. I don't, you know, but I will admit 4:3 is the way God intended. Let's keep it that way. And what's cool is you can actually turn on some rumble. So if you like the rumble function and your controller supports it, mine does. You know, this pad does. You can do that. So if you like that shit, hey, there you go. You can also, you know, fuck with the audio, and if you want to, if it's too high, you can lower it. You can turn down the UI at volume. I mean, there's not much that it makes a sound of. It makes little clicky sounds when you pick the options, but that's normal. All right, so I want to show you guys F-Zero because you have to see this. It's beautiful. And what I mean by beautiful is, well, let me just show you. It's better if I just show you. So, play a quick race. Now, here's something to consider. Okay, you can still do it. I don't like that. Okay, now, so here's something you can do right here. So, say you don't like that look. You can turn it off. And what I mean by that is you can turn off the high res and all that, and this and that and the other thing. And, of course, the texture. But I'm going to turn the texture on to the higher res. And you can also rewind it from here if you choose to. There, see? Like, it'll show you. It'll show you where you can rewind it to. I mean, that's pretty cool. So, like, say you fuck up at a couple jumps or something playing Adventure Island or some shit, right? You can actually just, like, quickly go on the fly using this thing to where you fucked up. So, that's cool. That's cool. And if you're ready to play, just click on the play button. There you go. Pick Captain Falcon, because we're just going to play a simple race. Now, you got to see this. Now, first of all, I noticed the sound is weird. It's not bad, but it's weird. Now, look at this mode 7. Holy fucking shit. Look how smooth it is. This is like butter. I love this. Like, I don't think any other emulator does it this smooth. I mean, this almost looks like a brand new game, kind of. Like if they were making F-Zero in the classic thing. Just look how smooth this is. You can even, like, the draw distance and everything. It's not all foggy. You can see it. I pressed the wrong button. I meant but holy shit, man. Mode 7 is just amazing. I mean, the fact that, like, Super Mario Kart and all that's gonna look like this once they get that shit underway. Oh my god, dude, it's gonna be wild. I mean, I'm already, like, surprised by this. It looks so good. It's so clean and pristine. You know, not to say that the SNES original wasn't. I mean, for the time, hell yeah. But, you know, for something in 2026, fuck yeah. It's amazing. I just love how smooth it is. Let you guys take it in, and I'm going to play me a race because F-Zero is one of my favorites. It's a genre or a series that needs to come back. Nintendo needs to stop being gay about it and give us our F-Zeros. Climax didn't sell well, but that's not because of Climax. It's because maybe gamers didn't want it or something. I mean, we never even got it here because I guess the DX didn't do well. But you know, it's been, what, 2004? Come on, Nintendo. It's been like over 20 years. You gave us a piece of shit Star Fox. Why can't we have an F-Zero? I bet you it'll sell well than fucking Star Fox Zero did. Guaranteed. But no. They're just gonna be retarded, so let them be retarded. I mean, not that it matters. I'm not buying a Switch 2. I don't care if they make F-Zero on it or not. I'm just saying, for the people who did buy a Switch 2, if would like to see a new F-Zero, it's overdue. Come the fuck on. I mean, PC gamers, we got things like Red Out 2, Anti-Gravitator, I think it's called. I mean, we're not screwed. Because indie developers actually give a shit about F-Zero franchise. Why they make this shit? But yeah, this F-Zero is so silky smooth, it's beautiful. I mean, if we're gonna see games look like this more often, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Now, I noticed the sound is weird, though. Like, it's not bad per se, but it's off. I mean, I don't think it's me. Maybe it is. I don't think so, though. Now, say you... Oh, God. Sorry. I'm going to have to play that at some point. But yeah, the ones that have the stars next to them are basically the ones that are Mode 7, and it uses the high resolution Mode 7 shit. Is there anything else that does? Gradius 3 doesn't have Mode 7. But I wonder if it... Oh, you know what it probably does? It probably speeds the game up. Play a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to, like, take up too much of your guys' stuff. God damn it. GUI! You're not being my friend right now. But I want to see... Maybe they found a way to speed it up. So... You know, I'm just going to click on load instead of relying on my controller. I'm sorry, I'm retarded. Or did I pick Gradius? And why does it keep going back to the beginning? That's annoying. Alright, fuck this. Can I press it? Nah. You can you can manually enter it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy. Alright, let's try this one more time. I am so sorry. I'm pretty sure I picked Gradius. No. There we go. Now I know, because it has that arcade startup shit. Let me see if this has the slowdown fix. Now I'm just shit with my fucking commentary. Okay, now this sounds fine. Like, I don't hear anything different. It sounds like Gradius. Okay, when you pick a power, I do hear it. It's a little off. I mean, it's not offensive. I mean, I'm not going to harp on this too much because this is a new release, you know. So we'll fix all this shit. When we play the first stage a little bit, we'll see if there's slow. I want to see what that star exactly is. I really didn't look at it. This is one of my favorite Gradius games. Childhood favorite of mine. Played the piss out of it. I mean, God. I probably played more through this than any other game in my collection. I love it that much. The music is great. The game itself is wonderful. I love Gradius 3. Talking about Gradius 3, you not even have a okay, so far, I'm not seeing it slow down at all. So maybe that's what that means. We'll find out when the dragon comes up from the sand, which is going to happen here in a second. Okay, it's a little bit, but it's like barely noticeable. Holy shit! Now, I've always wanted to play Gradius 3 on the SNES without a control on like an infant that is learning those controls. You know what I mean? Like it's. Yeah, I mean, there's like a tad bit of slowdown, but not like it was on the original SNES, is what I'm saying. Yeah, see, it's chugging a little bit. So I don't know if that's exactly what it is. I notice it runs a little better than, like, say, SNES 9X or something like that, or even on original hardware. But not by much. Ah, fuck it, let's just kill the boss. Now, you may notice those black bars on the side. I don't know if those are cool. I'm a gamer, yes. But at the same time, I'm a gamer that doesn't know everything, but I try to get the facts straight. the arcade version can go ahead. That game's a piece of dog. Yeah, so there is some slowdown, but not like it was originally. So that's cool. I do like that. Option. Okay. Now let's with the sound shit. I kind of want to see how Super Castlevania 4 works, because that game was a shit. What was that? No, I just saw something else I had. No. I saw another star one. I mean, the star ones they gotta mean some kind of enhancement or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look that up, and then I can go from there. I mean, like I said, right now, like, all expansion chips don't work, unfortunately. No DSPs, no, it's Alpha 2. I mean, Mega Man X is part of that, but there's no Mode 7 in that. I mean, there's not really much that needs to be enhanced either. It runs, I mean, there's slowdown, but that's SNES for you. Okay, I'm talking too much without even fucking specifying. Okay, we need okay, okay. Remember how I told you? See? DSP is currently not supported in this version. You can load it, but it freezes. And to prove that, you hear the music, or this ding, and that's it. It won't go any further. You can sit there and mash all the buttons on your controller, fast forward it to the end of time. It's not going to do anything, because it's not supported. Maybe we can try running Doom and see how that is. So, anyways, yeah, this is kind of annoying. So, what if I type Super Castlevania 4? See, this is what I mean. It needs work, okay? It needs fucking work. Maybe if I just do it by mouse, I will probably be better than using a piece of shit controller. Okay, for some reason, there's a star on that. Yeah, I played it before for a little bit. Now, this is what I noticed. There is a sound issue with this. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's off. So, great game. See, listen closely. Here, I'll even turn it up for you. See, it's not bad, but it's like reverberate or orchestrated or something. It's hard. I'm trying to think of the proper word, but it sounds off. Not in a bad way, but it's just weird. It's like the samples aren't correct or something. You're not using the right samples. But anyway. See, you can hear it here, too. I don't understand what that is. Is that supposed to be audio enhancement? It should be an option to turn it off if it is. Okay, say this whole HD look doesn't do it for you. You can turn that off. It's simple. I think you just go to high res, I think, and then go back into the game. And then you have more pixelated, more authentic looks. Which I'm pretty sure some of you would rather have. I don't mind the filtered look because at least it's not soft. Like my little filtering, you guys remember when see, it sounds weird. It sounds good. I kind of like this. It's like double the sampling. But it doesn't sound, exactly like that when you it's strange. 4. All right, we'll play, you know, a little bit of one more thing. Fuck. I would say Super Mario World, but every motherfucker that does emulation does that, and it's annoying as shit. You know, let's play a little bit of Super Metroid. You know, the intro, you know, the intro part. We can fast forward, too. Fast forwarding is a nice feature. I mean, you had that on Retro March, too, so... Did I back it? Yes, I did. I mean, are they trying to filter the reverb or something? I'm confused.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Yummy, I want that Metroid in my butthole. Yummy. Sorry, I can't help myself. I'm fast forwarding all this shit because this part is just way too slow. Even back then, it annoyed me. I remember I was at Funkoland, and I was like one of the first people in my neighborhood actually to play the fucking game. And it was great. And I was like, dude, why is this intro so long? I don't care. Put me into the game. Thankfully, you know, we can fast forward. Hopefully, there'll be different speeds of fast forward. I mean, I understand they want to make a story and set it up for the adventure that you're about to transpire. Which is great, by the way. This is a fantastic. Definitely one of the greatest on the SNES, without a shadow of a doubt. But overall impressions so far, well, we'll leave that for the end. I mean, the game looks great. It still looks great, even like after all these years. I mean, if you play it on any other standard emulator, it looks great too. But it's just so smooth, and it's going to be awesome to play SNES games smooth. Like as soon as more work is being done. I mean, I can't fault that. I can't complain at all. I could, but why? Because that's a step in the right direction. All right, Ridley, where's your bitch ass so I can take you out and get out of here? Or little bitch. Apparently, Ridley is a girl. Yeah, I accidentally pressed it. I wish I could. Just that. So yeah, I mean everything is like smooth. You know, I know I keep saying that constantly, but how good it looks. Like in certain aspects, it makes the SNES look newer than it actually is, which I can appreciate to some degree. Like I said, I'm no purist. I don't consider myself a purist. You know, if I want to play SNES as God intended, I have the system and I have an EverDrive for it, so fuck it. But for emulation, this is great. It looks great. It sounds off, unfortunately. But that's my only complaint, is the sound. And the fact that we don't have many expansion chips being supported Zsnes. But yeah. I mean, obviously, you guys would love it if I did play it. Unfortunately, I forgot where everything is, so it would make it for a very boring video. I have to replay it, you know, just so I can remember where everything is, and then finally record myself playing it, and then yada yada. I have not played this in many years, not because I dislike it. No, it's just it's a long game, it's big, and having to find everything is a trip. I mean, it's still cool that they pretty much everything is almost untouched as it was when you first beat Mother Brain in the first game. I thought this was a really neat thing back then. Of course, when I was a kid, I could never beat Mother Brain. But I was finally able to do that in my teens, thankfully. But when I was like young, yeah, even with the Justin Bailey code, yeah, I just couldn't. Those fucking SpaghettiOs would constantly knock me down in the lava. It would piss me the fuck off. Anyways, so go ahead and quit here. And it's going to save the state. You can save it manually, but it'll do it for you automatically. So next time, I'll even prove it to you. Let's reload it. See, right there. So all I gotta do is, I believe, click on it. And there we go. Easy peasy, right? So if you're doing a Let's Play of your own, or something or playing it on your own, so without recording videos or whatnot, you have that ability to, start where you left off. You don't have to do anything. It's great. So, final thoughts on the GOAT that has returned to us. I'm very hopeful for the future. As it stands right now, the sound core, while not busted like it was originally, it leaves a lot to be desired. I don't know what it is. I mean, it sounds fine on Super Castlevania, but everything else, it just sounds off. And I don't know what's causing that. If you guys know, let me know. I would love to know. I would love to know why it is like that. I know I keep bitching about it, but I'd like my SNES games to sound like SNES games. You know what I mean? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But I'm very hopeful for the future of this emulator. I hope Zsnight. I will put a link in the description. I hope he continues to work on it, obviously. I'll put a link in the description of where you can get this emulator, because it has its own website, of course. And I can also link you if you want to get the original, so you can do comparisons if you'd like. So, I mean, I think that wraps it up here. With also, I'll go ahead and throw... Modern Vintage Gamer did do a video on it, too. I mean, obviously... I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, though, and I intend to. But I'll throw that in there for, so you guys can, watch and look and... as you can tell, I'm excited for this fucking thing. Because it's the GOAT, man. It's the fucking GOAT! And when something is the GOAT, it's worth being excited for. I want it to do good, and I want it to get better. And because if it runs smooth like it does on its first release, and then later releases, it runs more games that smooth, just, chef's kiss times 1,000. It's amazing. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video for what it's worth. I hope I didn't bore you to death or annoy you to death, and if I did, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. But I hope you enjoyed this for what it was. But yeah, ZSNES emulation, or SNES emulation is still kicking. ZSNES is back, baby. And also, I want to mention this too. Maybe I'll go ahead and throw it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw it. Zsnight made a game. I played it on stream briefly. It's called Retro 8-Bit Endurance. And basically what it is, it's 8-bit games were made in the same style as 8-bit games, and they're like done in WarioWare style. And it like switches from game to game to game after a few seconds. I mean, it sounds mind-boggling, and it does take a little bit to get used to, but I suggest people to take a look at it. It's great. I still can't beat it, though. That final boss, I'm not going to ruin it for people, potential customers for Zsnight, but my God, that last boss can suck a dick. I can't beat him. He's a toughie. But the game is fun. I've played it like all the way through, and there's so much content there. I mean, Zsnight, thank you for re-releasing ZSNES in a new light in the way that you've done. Thank you so much. And thank you for making that game. Hopefully I can bring potential customers to your game. I know you said you have a lot of work to do on it, and you've gotten a lot done so far. So, I mean, hey, from a gamer's perspective of your work, I appreciate it, man. So with that being said, guys, I am Forever Retro 2. I am signing off for the evening. So I hope you guys keep gaming, keep loving each other, and keep it retro. Until the next time we see each other, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Please do. Take care. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.